Hey, good morning. A little delay there. Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. Best baseball player of the year, 1985. Wade Boggs. Won 4 categories. Batting average, 367. Most hits, 240. This is the most for Wade Boggs. He had a lot of 200 hit seasons. I'll tell you how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 200 hit seasons for Wade Boggs. And this year, 1985, he had 240. Excellent. He had the most singles, 187. Out of 240 hits, he had 187 singles. And he had the best on base, 450. So 1985, I'm giving it to Wade Boggs. Hall of Fame. Darrell Evans had the homers. Willie Wilson the triples. Don Manley the doubles. Don Manley had the runs batted in. And he also had total bases. So I'm like, there was 3 categories for Don Manley, but Wade Boggs had 4. So I'm giving it to Wade. Ricky Henderson runs scored. George Brett slugging. Dwight Evans the walks. And Vince Coleman the stolen bases. 1985, interesting year. You got Tony Gwynn playing. You got some other Hall of Famers playing. But Wade Boggs stood out. Let's look at his year. 161 games. Plays every day. Except for one game. 653 at-bats. 107 runs scored. 240 hits. Now, he's in a certain class. We know the record is 262 hits by Ichiro. Then George Sisler had 257. I believe Al Simmons, Bill Terry, Roger Hornsby had over 250 hits. And then you have guys in the 240s. Wade Boggs. If there's about 10 guys that have gotten over 240 hits in a season, and Wade Boggs is one of them. In the history of baseball, he bats 368. That's pretty good. Not just a 300, not this 320, not even 340, not even 350. 368 and 450 on base. You know, Wade Boggs' career batting average, 328. Now that is a little better than good. That's very, very, very good. 328. Of course, if you're into 330s and 340s, you've got very, 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 very good. And then if you're into 350s, you just got to say, hey, classic. And if you're 366, you're just by yourself as far as the king of batting averages. But 328 is excellent. Played 18 years, 2,439 games, 3,010 career hits. He's deserving of Hall of Fame. And you know, I told you he had 7 200 hit seasons. But he also had, let me count, 18 years. How many years did he bat 300? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 out of 18 years over 300. Solid contact hitter. Struck out 745 times. That's a good ratio. If you have 9,000 at bats and only 700 strikeouts, very good. It's just a little short he has a flaw, just like a lot of other guys. I've pointed out their flaws. I think about every single player that I've covered has flaws, some more than others. The flaw on Wade Boggs, not enough RBIs. Only 1,000 in his career. Him and Tony Gwynn, same thing. Wade Boggs never had a 100 RBI season. That's poor. Sorry, Wade. You should have had at least a couple. If you're getting 240 hits, you can't tell me you can get 100 RBIs. In fact, that year he got 78 RBIs. It's not good enough. His high in RBIs was 89. Not good enough. But he is a 100 runs scored guy. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons, 100 runs scored. I like that. That's good. And he has 1,513 runs scored in his career. He's deserving of Hall of Fame. 328, I like it. Not too many guys in the modern era are that high. Gwynn is ahead of him. Rod Carew, 328. Those are the other two guys in the modern era. I mean, like after 1950, that period. I call that the new school era after 1950. Before 1950, like from 1870 to 1950, that's old school. And a lot of guys had career batting averages in the old school that are very, very good. Cobb, Hornsby, Jackson, Ruth, Heilman, Lajoie, Keeler, Hamilton, Speaker. Those guys. Gehrig, 340 and up, 330. Stan Musial, 331. But in the modern era, after 1950, I only found about 3 guys that have high batting averages. Gwynn, 338. Rod Carew, 328. And Wade Boggs, 328. That covers 1985. We're on a marathon, and we're going to get, our goal is to get to 2023. We're almost there. We got about 40 more videos to go, 38 more exact. Next video, 1986. Who wins it? Stay tuned. I'm out.